In this video, I'm going to be going over some of the units that Android supports when we're creating our Android applications. So in each one of these slides, I'm going to be breaking down one of those supported units, and then at the very end, the very last slide, I'm going to be telling you which units, Android actually recommends you use when creating your Android applications. So the first unit, pixels, as you probably have guessed, it corresponds to actual pixels on the screen. Second unit, inches. Inches are based on the physical size of the screen. 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. Millimeters. So based on the physical size of the screen, pretty simple. Points. 1/72 of an inch based on the physical size of the screen. DP, density independent pixels. So an abstract unit that is based on the physical density of the screen. These units are relative to 160 dpi screen, so 1 dp is 1 pixel on a 160 dpi screen. The ratio of dp to pixel will change with the screen density, but not necessarily in direct proportion. Note, the compiler accepts both DIP and DP, though DP is more consistent with SP. So bottom line, this sounds really wordy and confusing. All it means is that with different Android devices, there's different pixel densities on the screen. So essentially, when you use DP, it is an independent of whatever that density is. So it's a more consistent way to lay out your Android layouts because it can kind of shift depending on a screen size or screen density. Great. So, and as it's noted here too, you can use both DP and DIP. I would recommend DP though. SP, scale independent pixels. This is like the DP unit, but it is also scaled by the user's font size preference. It is recommended to use this unit when specifying font sizes, so they'll be adjusted for both the screen density and user preferences. So SP is just like DP, but as exactly as it sounds. It just, whatever the user sets as its font size preference, whenever you're using the SP unit, it will scale this up or down depending on what that preference is, right? So it's just like DP. It's still device independent pixels, right? Or density independent pixels, but now it actually scales up or down with the font size. Now, lastly, the recommended units. Well, you probably have already guessed this based on the lengthy description of each of those last two. SP, use SP for font sizes. So whenever you're doing text and you want to set a font size, I recommend you do SP and then use DP for everything else when creating your Android layouts. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for this video. We've successfully broken down, the units that we use when creating Android layouts, and we know which units that we should be using when creating our layouts. I will see you in the next video.